I've invited Shaun. False advertising. It's not Coffee Talk with Shaun and John this morning. It's Coffee Talk with John this morning. And this morning, what I want to talk about, just a couple things, just real quick. I just want to introduce this with this one little caveat. Right now is probably the best time in my career for someone with great skills, talents, and abilities in our industries: the drywall, commercial drywall, metal stud framing, commercial painting, industrial coatings, electrical, roofing, civil, in HVAC, in all of the industries that we represent, especially contracting industries. I got to tell you, right now is probably the best time I've ever seen for a person to make a change. Right? Right now, if you are experiencing, number one, I talk to people all the time that have an extremely long commute to work. Now, in some cases, they choose to have a long commute to work because they don't want to live in the city, or they have a great, fantastic place that they live in the country, and they enjoy living there. They don't mind the commute. But I also know a lot of people that live in the city and have an extremely long commute to work. Maybe you have a bad location. Maybe you have a bad culture. If you're getting up in the morning and you're dreading going to work because of that coworker or coworkers, or that micromanaging boss or whatever, and you don't feel like you can make a change, you need to call me if you're in that specialty contracting industry. If you're right now not being compensated fairly for what you bring to the table, and I got to tell you, making a change just for money, that's not very attractive. I can tell you that much. But the reality is that in some cases, people I've been talking to, they took a pay cut or they went backwards in pay during COVID-19, during 2020. They went backwards in pay and as a compromise, and they haven't been brought back up yet. And even though they're doing much more work, and that's the other one. If you're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week because your company just simply can't hire enough people to do the job, or if your bonus or your commission has been affected because you simply cannot complete the jobs because of a lack of help, you need to call me. I've got companies that don't have that problem. If you're stuck in a position, you've been in a company for 2 years, 3 years, and you're looking, and there's no possibility for that career trajectory to keep going up, up, and up, you're going to be stuck in that same position. I've got companies that are ready to hire right now that are willing to give you that position. So I can't list out I can't list out all the companies that I've got out there right now that are in every area in the country. I can tell you this with good certainty: if you are near or in a metropolitan area, a major metropolitan area, if you're within driving distance of a major metropolitan area, and you've got, on the drywall side, if you've got on-screen takeoff and quick bid, you've done projects on the drywall metal stud framing side of upwards of $1 million. If you're currently in the drywall or have recently been in the drywall industry. Same thing with the painting. If you're a commercial paint project manager or estimator, on-screen takeoff and quick bid, Plan Swift, The Edge, to do your takeoffs, and you've done projects of up and over $500,000, estimating or managing in any major metropolitan area, there's no reason to dread going to work this morning. There's no reason to dread going to work, leaving your family. There's no reason to dread doing that every single day, day in and day out. If for whatever reason you'd want to hear about opportunities in your area 100% confidentially, I want you to call me today, 605-277-3729. Okay, so I'm going to highlight a few jobs right now. Houston, Texas. This company is extremely serious about hiring the right acoustical ceilings estimator. Okay, this is a company that I've placed many people at. They are a phenomenal company, great work-life balance. The cool thing about this company is that they don't have that micromanaging attitude. They really let their people do their jobs, and they compensate them fairly, and they reward them for doing their jobs very, very well. Again, Houston, Texas. This is an opportunity that you're not going to want to miss. If you have any experience in acoustical ceilings, drywall, acoustical ceilings, I want you to call me today, 605-277-3729. I think about Denver, Colorado. I have project management positions and estimating positions in both commercial paint and commercial drywall. So if you are in the Denver, Colorado market, I want to talk to you today. I've got several positions open there. If you're in the Chicago market, I've got several positions open there for, again, drywall, metal stud framing, commercial drywall, metal stud framing, and I have an open position for a paint project manager, paint PM estimator. If you want to work for one of the best companies in Chicago, I have connections in Chicago, in the Chicagoland market, on the paint side. Again, the owner of this company is a phenomenal businessman. Knows what it means to take care of his employees. Continuing education, career trajectory, a bonus system that is second to none. But most of all, they let you do your job. They're not micromanagers. They let you do your job. They set you free to do your job. I've got not one, not two, not three, but 4 estimating positions in the Bay Area of California. I got 4 positions that need to be filled urgently today. This is, again, an estimator that has on-screen takeoff and quick bid, is currently doing drywall, metal stud framing, right now doing that. And they are very, very good at winning work, going out and bidding the work, doing the takeoffs, and winning the work. I am looking for all the way from a junior estimator all the way up to a senior level estimator. So if you've got 1 year of experience, all the way up to 10 years of experience, all the way up to 20 years of experience, I want to talk to you today if you are an estimator. Last but not least, I'm going to mention it one more time. Well, actually, I'm going to do two more areas because it's just so important for everybody to know. I got the Boston market. Again, north of Boston, south of Boston, just west of Boston, and in Boston. All around Boston, all around the entire Boston market, all around the northern Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire market, all around that area. I want you, if you are an estimator, I have an urgent need, several urgent needs in the Boston market for a drywall estimator, again, all the way up to a 2 year, 1 to 2 years worth of experience, all the way up to 10 years worth of experience. I need estimators that have done 1 million plus. I've got a couple of opportunities for those who have done larger projects using on-screen takeoff and quick bid. These are urgent needs for estimators up in the Boston market. And then finally, now I am going to say finally, because I can't keep going on. I could be on here. I tell you what, I could be on here for an hour. I'll say it again. If you live in any major metropolitan area and you've got on-screen takeoff and quick bid, you're currently working as a drywall project manager, estimator, superintendent, I want to talk to you. Commercial paint project manager, estimator, superintendent, I want to talk to you. If you're in any major metropolitan area, project manager, estimator, superintendent, electrical, project manager, service technician, service manager, estimator for HVAC, commercial HVAC. I want to talk to you today, anywhere in the country. Okay. I know I'm highlighting just the drywall and the painting right now, but the industrial coatings, I've got two major opportunities out there in the industrial coatings realm. Okay. And one's in New Jersey and one's in Denver, Colorado. Major, 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 awesome opportunities. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You want to be in my connection pool because I can help you find that next best job, and it could change your life. It could absolutely change your life. So finally, I'm going to talk about Washington, D.C. I have a candidate in Washington, D.C. right now, and this candidate, within an hour of talking to them, I had 3 interviews. I had actually 4 interviews lined up. The interviews all happened. One of the companies brought him in for a second interview and made him an offer on the spot. I got to tell you right now, I've got 3 companies that are in dire need of estimators in the Washington, D.C. market. They are the 3 that did not get to hire this candidate, and they need to talk. I've got one to the north of Washington, D.C. I got one to the east of Washington, D.C. I got one that's dead in the middle of Washington, D.C. They are looking for great PM estimators. One company is looking for just a strict estimator. The other companies are looking for kind of a hybrid project manager and estimator. If you have a background in drywall and you are wondering if there's something better out there, I want you to call me today. John Chisholm, 605-277-3729. Hopefully tomorrow we'll have Shaun back. He is extremely busy talking right now to a couple of candidates that we've got that have already called us today, this morning. And I've got to get on the phone myself here. So anyway, again, there's no reason, none whatsoever, to go to a job today where you're miserable. I can help you find a better job. Give me a call, 605-277-3729. Reach out with your resume, John.Chisholm at gogpack.com. And I want to let you know, I want you to have a great rest of your day, morning, and week. Talk to you soon.